Hey guys, Tightrope here, bringing you a 2 today. We're on Dreux Scout. Playing phase spawning on the left, we have Political Officer, playing as Soviets with Urban Defense locked in. Augustus with US Forces, gone for Airborne Company. From the right hand side, we have OKW SturmPioneer, that's their name, not the unit. Playing as OKW with Scavenge, Overwatch, and Special Operations. That's what everybody's shooting up here, cutting off the fire. And Tonny with Wehrmacht, German Mechanized, Spearhead, and Jaeger Armour. This is an old replay, you know, from about 3 or 4 months ago. Somebody said that both teams were around rank 150 when this game happened. Having a look now at their ranks, both these teams are still playing Company of Heroes 2. And they're both, well, one's in the 30s and one's in the 40s, so it seems like it should be a pretty even match. Maybe gives us a bit of an idea of the rank inflation between then and now, with players not playing Code 2 as much. Alright, well here comes the coup wagon. A bit late into the action here. Taking a good chunk of damage as well, 3 conscripts there. Grenadiers coming for a bit of a wraparound. No MG42 from Tonny. Often a good call against the Pathfinder spam. Very easy for it to get out position with that Pathfinder long range vision. Cool wagon trying to stay at like absolute max range here to come in for the old burst. Gotta be careful though, he doesn't lose it. Needs to get the squad back in the mix as well. Very cheeky cool wagon usage from SturmPioneer. He's just constantly coming in, making it difficult, even on that low amount of health. Dangerous, you know. But probably would survive 2 penetrating shots from a conscript. 3 would probably be its end. That's where Company of Heroes 3 is sometimes better. You can actually like hover over the health and see exactly the number they're at. Pathfinder's doing a little bit of work here. Only went for 2 Pathfinders into Captain. Doesn't look like he's gone for any supervised action though. This means he's got a lot of manpower spare at the moment though. Usually we see 1 more Pathfinder. Means he's a little bit under strength against Tonny. He's gone for 4 greens. Early retreat though, I'm worried about the Pathfinders in the retreat path. So cuts and run very early, and we've got tier 2 coming up now for Tonny. Early mid crate down from SturmPioneer. Is it going to be battle group or is it going to be mechanized? It's going to be battle group. The wagon coming up to the north now to assist against the Pathfinders. Got a bit of a conscript move coming in through the middle. Google's doing alright, but conscripts holding the ground quite effectively from behind the heavy cover. There's a bunch more grenadiers. A couple of squads coming in on the flank of these guys as well, so they will start to fall quite quickly, and an incendiary grenade out. Easy dodge. I don't know if it was really necessary to throw that incendiary grenade because he already had them flanked with 2 squads. Probably would have saved munis for weapon upgrades personally. Into your half track in the build for Augustus. Is supervising it. It's got an anti-tank gun out already as well. Maybe he's going to power drop in some machine guns also. Definitely has a bit of manpower to spare at the moment. Combat engineers coming down for some harassing cap attempts, but Kuhwagen's going to shut that down. 8 kills on that already, now 9. Pretty impressive. We have the Raketen rolling onto the field for SturmPioneer as well. It's very early. Don't know what he's... The only thing he could really be up against at this timing is a quad. USF anti... Yeah, half track, but it's in the north at the moment. Soviet mine down there. Range for a Faust. Gonna slow things down a little bit. The 222 rolling up. The T-gun is somewhat nearby, a little bit far back though. Could be a dangerous situation. Here it goes now. So the A moved it forwards, sets itself up and gets a big hit in. Gets around the side of the anti-air half-track though. Anti-air half-track can't get an angle on him. Oh, just got him. Very close call, but Tonny ends up losing the 222 and the anti-air half-track survives. The A half-track's, you know, fully loaded up. Can just blast through the 222 so quickly. It's huge damage. We need to kind of time it while it's reloading if possible. Couple combat engineers into the center to go for some shock troops. So it's going to be a very late tier 3, maybe even none at all. Back the other way. It doesn't look like SturmPioneer is going to go for a flak either. Has decided to go for a Sturm officer now. Has locked into spec ops, that means. Oh, Ford headquarters on this building back here. I mean, it's not super healthy. This building's probably stronger, but alright. Does already have healing back at his base as well. I thought maybe he'd be delaying healing, making use of the Ford base for that. Alright. Well, the Axis don't really have an answer to this for a long time, so see if he manages to get value out of that Ford HQ.
Has been cut off.
Of course, go for something like a Flamer half-track, but seems unlikely. Overreaction, really. A little focus fire onto the shock troops. Could merge into them here. Probably would be quite good. Since he's already in close quarters. Might get the body armor, of course, but just the DPS or the PPSH is so strong in this range. So I put in a mistake there from Officer. Meanwhile, the Sturm Off's up to Vet 1 already. That's a very fast accumulation of veterancy. Pretty echelon dead out here, by the way. And Raketen misses a shot on the anti-air half-track. Backpedals up to the HQ and pops rally defenses. Able to hold the line quite effectively thanks to that. A little bit of reinforcing coming in from the HQ as well. Officer starting to drop very quickly. Vet 4 on the Kuhwagen already. That's a very fast climb to the higher ranks. He's coming in with the pack. Connects once, anti-half track, getting around the corner though, should be alright. Did end up taking a little bit longer getting around that corner. Might have been an attack round available there with the reload. He's gone for double paratroopers now, Augustus. It's a lot of very powerful infantry. Got Battle Phase 2 coming in for Tonny. Kill off that tank trap, deny the cover. troops hunting down these Volksgrenadiers. They turn around, try to hold their ground. Good dodge of the grenade, and then we've got the Kugel around the corner as well. Pretty good manpower trade, I think, overall. The SturmPioneer there. Looks like the Jaeger half-track took another shot, had to back away for repairs again. They slowed down a bit. Its effectiveness. And now it's going to paradrop in a machine gun. LG Grenadiers are doing quite well at the moment. We got the Vet 2, which, 40% accuracy bonus. They're able to fight back against even these elites quite effectively. Once the paratroopers catch up and Vet, it'll be tougher. He finds the AT gun a little bit out of position. The paratroopers there as well. This could be trouble for Tonny. Sits down with the AT gun, gets a shot off. Grenadiers just about in Fausting range, not quite. Could have jumped on the gun with. Oh, didn't want to go for it. Thought the Raketen would finish the job, but unfortunately the Raketen missed. Oh, it's really sad for the Axis. They could have done with a win there, and now the USAT gun looking for the kill on the decrew pack. It's really sad for the Axis. And for a relatively forward square here as well. Seems like the Axis are coming out worse for wear in these trades at the moment. It'll make it hard to even get to the medium tanks. He did manage to recover the AT gun at least, though. That's very good news for Tonny. Half-track back up to full strength again. Wagon peppering away there. He's got Vet 5 now. Passive suppression. One of the fastest Vet 5 Kubels I think I've ever seen. Quite impressive from SturmPioneer. Ooh, close call, but Combat Engineer does survive. Anti-half-track coming down here looking for the kill. Raketen. Was that like a miss or something? He's having really bad luck with that Raketen. Didn't even get a clean hit on the anti-air half-track. Didn't take half health off it at least, so... Really unfortunate for SturmPioneer. Just no luck with that Raketen. That's how it goes sometimes. Retreats from the grenades. The machine gun a little bit further back. Ah, well, it was, it had a good run. Vet 5 did a lot of damage.
Enemy movement on the flank.
Now in a bit of trouble, actually. Oh, but the OKW flak base, big hits. The half-track gets out alive. Can't say the same about the combat engineers, though. They do go down. Pack decrewed. Oh, Grenadiers down to a mine. Captain did fall, though. Looks like to a rifle nade. So high casualties on both sides. Can the Axis recover this AT gun, though? That's a big question. US AT gun's not coming up to kill this sword yet. Here it comes now, though. Panzer IV about to pop out, though, for Tonny. Can it arrive in time to save the day? Grenadiers coming in from the north. Gonna look for the Panzerfaust here. Might be enough to just get the kill right now. Oh, not quite. Like an LMG burst from the Grenadiers might have been enough to seal the deal. How does he have vision of this, by the way? Maybe the HQ's providing some sight. Panzer IV's rolling up. He wants this final shot. No snares, so he's relatively safe. But there's actually a Zis back there as well. He makes the right call to get out as fast as possible. Really good fortune for that anti-air half-track. That thing's got 9 lives. Before missing its kill shot. Seen the hit and miss on it a bunch of times as well. And yeah, the AT gun did get destroyed, so that's tough for the Axis. They're doing alright on territory control right now. But we've got a couple Scots rolling on, and is political officer going straight for the KV? I'm not entirely sure. It looks like it though. It's got quite a, in fact, all of these conscripts with the 7-man upgrade now. Some overs and the Sturm officer there, so he doesn't really want to fight. Out in the open though, not benefiting from the cover bonus. It's a barrage, but it collides with the fence, so it doesn't really work out where those shock troops at. Still next to the HQ, they need to get involved in this fight. There's a 4 up in the north, he's got the spotting scopes, has gone for Jaeger armor, that means. Oh, anti-air half-track. It's out there in time. P4's turret facing the wrong way. Forced retreat on the shock troops. And that leads to a huge amount of territory control for SturmPioneer. Reddy's dead in the centre for Tonny though. It looks like the Pathfinder's sniping him off. Maybe combining up with the Scot. Ooh. It's tough. Second Scot in the build for Augustus. Guys are under a bit of pressure though, especially down the bottom. SturmPioneer making some big moves. Dominating amount of territory control down here. Bit of a cut-off play as well, cutting off the Muni point. Nothing really for the anti-air half-track to shoot down in terms of planes. I suppose there is the recon plane. So keeping it alive could be valuable. Only one anti-tank gun though is a bit dicey for Augustus in this situation. Especially, you know, he doesn't have a rear echelon to plant mines or anything. Could easily get just bull rushed by some Axis vehicles. Get caught badly out of position. Without enough defences to keep these Scots healthy. But yeah, that's a Command Panther for SturmPioneer. I think it did reveal itself down the bottom. He's upgrading it with the machine gun. Double Scots moving up to the north now. Eyes are behind on VPs, but they've got the P-47 rocket planes ready to go. Major dead in the centre. There's this barrage. The units had already slightly repositioned there. And a nice rifle nade, big damage on the conscripts. Oof, retreats into that Zis barrage, nearly loses the officer. The Scots going to work there. As if we'll come around the corner. There is an AT gun set up on him. As if we'll backs out quickly. Okay, they're not really up to too much, has to be said. Officer getting close to that KV2 now. 10 more fuel.
At least my bulls are still back to full strength.
I imagine Augustus trying to save for the Jackson, but he's leaving himself a little bit exposed still. Here, softening up these shock troops as they approach. Just for a bit of a push as well, a bit of a crush. Recon plane up for Tonny, but shouldn't last long with the anti-air half-track on the field, so a bit of a waste of munis. As Disconnects for one shot there on the Command Panther. Double barrage. And Raketen goes down really fast. Pathfinder's providing the vision. Nice hit from the P4 though, forcing back the Pathfinders. Machine gun decrewed out the back here. Looks like it went down to some LMG Grenadier fire. And there we go, AT gun goes down, so this is the green light for the Panzer IV to get something going. Looks like he's got to kill that off instead of stealing it. I'm not sure about that. He's building a pack. Alright. There's the KV. So he's got to put it on hold fire and go for some attack grounds with it. Come on, Panther should be pretty decent against this though. Up the old coordinated fire ability. KV2 getting a few decent hits in, forcing a bunch of retreats. Allies have ticked under 250 now. So much manpower for Augustus. Has not rebuilt his AT gun, which is a big mistake. He's got double Scots here, and the Panzer IV could just drive in without a care in the world and kill them. Does have the planes, I suppose, as a bit of a get out of jail free card, but even that might not be able to save him. Definitely should have rebuilt one of the AT guns. Forgot about recrewing the machine gun out the back here as well. A lot of smoke out there, interesting. Big old green blob moving around. Flare up from the Command Panther, got some mines coming in out the back, gonna shut down those potential aggressive moves. So also a very good vision tool. Ooh! Here comes the Command Panther now with the Raketen also. A couple hits on the KV, forcing that down quite low. Quite a range for another follow-up shot from the Panther though. It's taking some free Zis hits. These two pies eventually forced away. Hasn't quite backed out far enough. He's got the recon plane up. The Panzer IV coming in from the side on the AT gun gets the decro on it. Good bit of teamwork here from the Axis. Where are the planes from Augustus? Oh, wherever they are, they're going to be too late now. AT gun already destroyed.
We are losing territory.
KV coming back in, but damage already done, really. This is dead. Lost a lot of territory. Axis trying to set a triple cap now. It's got a Jackson finally about to pop out. Augustus needs an anti-tank gun again still. Could maybe go for one more squad or something. Still got that decrewed 50 cal back here as well. So things he needs to address. Looks like it's the elephant for Tonny rolling onto the field, so seems like the Axis poised to take over this game. I suppose kind of always been ahead in terms of victory points, but for quite a while there felt like the Allies were dominating in terms of army, but it's not really the case anymore. Spots the teller going up, decides to interrupt it. Remember, they do get a range bonus at Vet 3. That makes them so good. MG goes down to the double Scots. Elephant's still down the bottom here. Grenadiers dead in the centre for Tonny. Shock troops though. Have to retreat. Seems like Elephant got a bit of a hit on the KV, forcing that back for repairs. Jackson's chasing down the Panzer IV. Gets out of there. Where are the planes though? He's up to enough to drop these down twice. Could have been an opportunity to kill the Panzer IV with an activation there. Bit of a mistake, I think, from Augustus. Rebuild on the Lost Grenadiers for Tonny. Does have the breakthrough packages, which do give him some faster repairs as well. Still have this forward HQ here. The Axis never tried to kill it. I suppose they have been light on artillery though. Rebuild on the Zis now for Officer Augustus with so much manpower. Really needs to address this. MG Paras is roasting from long range. Shock troops though not having too much success. For a bit of a deep dive. A close call on those Obers though against the conscripts. Nearly went down. KV out the back here. It's set up. Going for some long range floating shots. Oh, bit of a move here. Jackson pushing in. Elephant spins around. Connects. Big damage. Pops smoke on the Scot. Looks like everything's going to survive. No, I spoke too soon. Great attack round by Tonny. Knocks out one of the Scots. And this flak base has been so good for SturmPioneer. The T-gun did end up getting decrewed though. Cheeky attack rounds there from the KV-2 against the Panther. Does have deflection damage the KV, so even though its pin is not the best, just needs to land, it still does good damage against the heavy armored targets. Generally don't want to go head to head with an elephant though. Elephant doing 300 damage per shot. Such a fast kill on the KV. The elephant actually getting pretty close to vet 1 now. Could take advantage of that target weak point. A few sandbags up. Looks like the Axis trying to dig in south and centre. Try and drain out these last 138 points. Oh, they're going up to the north as well. Don't know if that's a very wise idea. He's got the recon plane up again. Tier half track still exists though. Get a shot on the Jackson. Now his infantry doesn't have much support against the Panzer IV. The elephant. Machine gun going here. Okay, the backing behind the HQ, going for some attack rounds. Do have to loop over the building though, quite slow landing, makes it difficult to estimate where you need to attack. Now we've got a Werfer rolling onto the field for Tonny. Composition. So SturmPioneer going to try to go for some artillery as well. Going for the next tech truck. Probably into walking Stuka if I had to guess. That was a bit of a messy one. Drove the Werfer right onto the front lines. Sniped off by the Jackson. Jackson getting out of there alive as well against the Elephant. Elephant though is vetting up nicely. Almost vet 2 already.
Set to go.
Looks like he stole away that 50 cal. Well, looks like it eventually got recruited and then decrewed up here and then stolen now. I'm playing in for Tonny again. And again it gets shot down almost instantaneously. Don't know why he's still wasting unis on that. Maybe like a brief dose of vision could be useful for some indirect fire, but could be doing that with the command panther as well with the flares.
Prepare for combat.
Relatively forward truck again. Don't know about this positioning. Seems a bit risky to me. Looks like he's maybe gearing up to plant a mine or two down there. A bit of smoke out on the elephant and a T-gun. So a few more points draining away from the allies. They've got to start to feel quite desperate here. Start taking a few chances. 700 munis, by the way. Just putting that out there. Augustus. Maybe this button is broken for him or something. I don't know. Problem is, you know, they're going to lose the game before he even gets the chance to use this 3 times. With all the cooldowns. Oh yeah. We go, inching forwards in the north, Tonny. Augustus still with loads of manpower spare. Even go for some bazooka paratroopers.
The capture point is under attack.
Could be a spicy mean. Worth for coming in. 1 kill. Nearly assisted in decreasing resist, but that makes it back to the forward HQ. Makes him under some pressure though. It's going to get decrewed. And the KV trying to go for some attack rounds, but it's just missing shot after shot here. Needs to be a bit more active with repositioning what he's targeting with the attack rounds. Elephant finds an angle on him, having to pack up and get out of there.
You are showing weakness. We are down to 75 points.
Smoking out with the Scots. Elephant backing away though. Well, he's going to claim the centre. 72 points left though. They've lost the north. Continuing to drain away. Indeed a walking Stuka for SturmPioneer. Okay, planes drop down in the north. A couple shots in here from the Jackson on the Panzer IV, but looks like the planes are targeting the elephants. For a good chunk of damage as well. MG suppressing the Pathfinders though, shutting them down from assisting too much. Well, at least he spent some of it. He's still got enough for probably about 3 more activations. By the time the cooldowns are all over and he's got uni income. Better late than never. This range worth a strike. Good amount of suppression, no decent damage. That walking Stuka do only 2 kills, not incredible. You don't have to use the KV in the setup siege mode. Especially at Vet 2, it gets the range bonus. It's quite powerful just using it like a regular tank. Command Panther coming in from the side. This sets up though. Just healing, reinforcing. Try fire a Faustin, and that's enough for the engine crit. There you go, the Volksgrenadiers though, paid the ultimate price for that. Panther taking a few hits here as well. Doesn't have the range advantage over the KV anymore either. Makes that Vet 2 bonus. Oh no, and then the Jackson rolls through the center and snipes him off. Oh, big mistake there from SturmPioneer, overstaying his welcome. Cost him both his Panther and a Volksgrenadier. Axis though, holding on to the VPs, 36 remaining. Allies really have to get cooking here. I think big damage on the Jackson that has to get back out for some repairs. Here comes a Werfer strike. A lot of Soviet units. Werfer rockets not very well targeted. Follow-up though, Walking Stuka knocks out the HQ, decruises this. That was a much better rocket strike, and he's actually got a second Werfer. That one, great connection. He's got 8 kills now. Soviet units trying to jam the capture though. Can't afford to lose this, so 30 points remaining for the Allies. Got the planes ready to go again. KV coming into the middle. Strong hit on the Grenadiers. They're the paratroopers. They don't go for the capture though. Probably should have sent one of them in there. Increase the ZIS, but now it's under infantry pressure. KV, 2 mines which way it's firing, but great hit, nearly knocks out those Volksgrenadiers. Arrows coming back in. Some pressure in the north though, machine gun doing some capping up there. So we'll have to decap this for a while as well. KV it's looking to get aggressive. Double Scots take out the machine gun very quickly though. So a few more points are going to drain away from the Allies. Jackson misses a shot. Target weak point from the Elephant. He's backing away with that. I thought they were going to drop down the planes and try to get something going here with the Allies, but not the case. Strike coming in. Oh, there we go. The Elephant snipes off the Jackson. Command Panther coming back in. Cruises this with that Walking Stuka. The Raketen from the side as well. KV's in some major trouble. He popped the coordinated fire. And there we go. KV2 goes down. Good Raketen angle there made all the difference. Randy's down. Where are these planes at? I don't know. We forced away these Ostheer tanks a long time ago. We've even killed the Panzer IV. Kill off his own pack. That's interesting. Machine gun does claim the center. But is this okay? Still available for the recrew. And political officers switching over to mass T-34s. There's a long way to wait on the KV cooldown. Probably needed one of these to be an S-35 though, I think, to trade shots against the against the Panther, but maybe he's going to go hunting for that Walking Stuka with the T-34s. Not recover his AT gun. And Axis looking to turn up the VP pressure yet again. Panther's healthy. It's moving up to the north to deal with the Scots. Suppression coming in there. Roof up in the north. This could be nasty. These guys are not moving very fast. Since they were suppressed already. Nearly knocked out a bunch of squads.
Enemy has killed a machine gun crew.
Alpha, I think, trying to do some attack rounds, but shots getting blocked there. Conscript dead. 6 points remaining. Here come the T-34s looking to get something going. Going in for the ram, but yes, way too little, too late. They're dropping in the planes as well. Well, GG. You know, it's a pretty strong start from the Axis. SturmPioneer showing us the power of that Kugel. Getting up to Vet 5 in, what was it, like 12.5 minutes? Pretty impressive. And just, I think, largely outplaying Political Officer, who kind of, you know, tried to go for like a tier 3 skip, but straight into the KV, but it felt like it lost quite a lot of momentum. The T-70 is just so powerful. Often doesn't make sense not to use it. Didn't really get much chance to use his munis, you know, these booby traps. Only thing you can really spend them on, you got to plant them with your engineers, which can be tough if you're trying to constantly repair as well. And your Augustus, there were probably, you know, 3 or 4 extra times you could have activated these planes, maybe knocked out the Panzer IV, and could have been a completely different game. But yeah, I think Augustus kind of weighing down the Allied team overall, oftentimes floating, you know, similar to this amount of manpower when he was, you know, 70-ish pop cap. Kind of just got to this kind of composition, didn't want to push to that next level, maybe build a couple of anti-tank guns to assist against the Elephant, or maybe, you know, some bazooka paratroopers, something like that. I don't know. All right, GG, well played by the Axis. Anyway, guys, a wrap on that. If you like again to be cast by me, details are in the video description below. Otherwise, I'll catch you all for the next thrilling installment. Goodbye and good luck.